Hey guys, it's Hannah Hart's Book 6, and today I'm going to be talking about the books that I acquired in May and June. So the first three are not your typical books. They're actually books that my grandma used to read to me when I was younger. My grandma passed away in 2011, and my grandpa was moving out of the house that they lived in together, so I was able to get a few things from their house. And these were the storybooks that my grandma read to me when I was a little girl, and I was so excited and honestly really honored that I got to keep them because they mean so much to me. The first one is 5-Minute Goodnight Stories, and this one is actually the one that I remember her reading to me most. This has the story of the Velveteen Rabbit. It's the first story in here. And I can vividly remember these stories from when she would read them to me because I would have her read them to me all the time. Hopefully my kids can enjoy them and their kids, and hopefully you can just stay around for a long time because these stories really mean a lot to me. Also, the edges are gold. They're a little disgusting, but this book means so much to me, so I am really grateful for my mom for getting this for me and finding it. The next two are the same thing. They're not as special to me because I don't remember them as much, but this is The Treasury of Mother Goose rhymes. I think this will be great. This also has the gold edges, and honestly, these books have probably been at my grandma's house for over 20 years, possibly even 30 years, so the fact that they're still going is really good. And then this is the last one. It's The Treasury of Bedtime Stories, again with the gold edges. Seriously, these are in such good condition for being over 30 years old. And also this one's really cute because I wrote in it and I said Mima's book, cool. So that was me. So now that we're off the sap train, I'm not going to show you anymore. The next three books that I have to show you are part of a series, and I read this trilogy before BookTube, but my undying love for this author is shown so much on my channel, so you probably know who it is. It's the To All the Boys I've Loved Before trilogy by Jenny Han. The first one is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. The second book is P.S. I Still Love You, and the third book is Always and Forever, Lara Jean. And I wanted to thank my mom for finding these books at Half Price Books for me, and then I got the third one on Amazon because she couldn't find it. But thank you, Mom, for always searching out books for me at Half Price Books since I don't have one near me. You rock. I love you. I'm so excited about these books, and I am so looking forward to rereading them because I think they're going to be so fun. And I'm just so glad I have my own copies now because it's so awesome. I love reading books from the library, but then I find books I fall in love with books and I can't reread them because I have to wait patiently for other people to return them from the library. So it's really nice that I have my own. The next one actually does not have a dust jacket on it, and I got it at a library book sale. It's Nightmares by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller, and I really like this because, well, first of all, it's a middle grade book. You guys know I'm studying to be a teacher, so any cheap middle grade books that I can get, I am going to snatch them up. But they have some silver foiled bugs on there, and also I love How I Met Your Mother, and Jason Segel is one of the authors, and he plays Marshall on there, and he's one of my favorite characters, so that's really cool. And also the end pages have bugs on them too. Book has deckled edges, so it's honestly a really nice book. I should look for a dust jacket for it. I don't know where you would find one, but it's a really cool book, and I just really think I think it'll be fun to read. I think I'm going to read it first, obviously, before I ever put it in a classroom, but it seems really fun, and yeah. You go, Jason Segel, for writing books and stuff. Alright, the next book I have is also from the stack of stuff that I got from my Mima's house when they cleaned it out, or I guess my grandpa's house. And it's a classic book, and it is Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. And I've actually never read this, but the outside kind of looks tattered, but I have to show you how beautiful this book looks without the dust jacket. Like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And then like the end pages is really pretty, or end pages are really pretty. It is so pretty. I think this is so nice even without the dust jacket. I'm thinking I might get rid of the dust jacket because this is so beautiful. But this is also, I'm pretty sure it's a middle grade classic, so I think this would be good to read. I haven't heard anything about it. I really don't know that much about the story, but I think this is really fun, and I'm glad that my mom picked it up for me because she knows that I really like middle grade books. The next book I got at a library book sale, and it is the Carrie Diaries by Candace Bushnell, and it is basically the story of Carrie Bradshaw before Sex and the City. Actually, there's a TV show in 2013, I believe, called The Carrie Diaries, and it starred Anna Sophia Robb. I think it'll be really fun to read the book because Sex and the City is based off the book, so it makes sense that The Carrie Diaries is also based off the book. I honestly have watched Sex and the City, and I don't really like it, but I love The Carrie Diaries, so I think this will be really fun to read. The next book I got is Because of Winn, Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. This is actually the only Kate DiCamillo book I've ever read, and I read it in 4th grade, and then I read it last year, again for my summer class that got me back into reading, and it is a Newbery Honor book. This book is about a little girl who finds a dog in a Winn-Dixie grocery store, names the dog Winn-Dixie, and they go on a lot of crazy adventures from there. The dog is like pathologically afraid of thunderstorms, and this book is just so sweet and precious, and it's really super short too, so I think anybody would love this. The next book I have is Out of the Dust by Karen Hess. I love Karen Hess's book Witness. I read that in 7th grade, and it was one of the best books I've ever read for school. This is set in the 30s in Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl, and it's written in verse, and just like all of Karen Hess's books I believe are, but this won the Newbery Medal, and it totally deserves it. It's a really heartbreaking story about the families in the Dust Bowl, and like so much stuff happens in this book. I read it in like a day, but it was kind of hard to get through because there's like so much hard stuff that she goes through because she's such a young girl when she goes through it, and it's crazy. So like I said, I've already read this book. I really liked it. I actually need to reread Witness so I can compare the two and figure out which one's my favorite, but I really did like this one, and I think you would like it too. The next book I got is Dead End in Norvelt by Jack Gantos, and I don't know much about this book because I haven't read it yet. It's one of the few books in this haul that I haven't read, and it is a John Newbery Medal Award winner and also a Scott Odell Book Award winner. I think this will be fun. And also, it's like kind of a murder mystery type story, so I think it'll be really interesting to see a murder mystery story from a middle grade point of view. The next two books are part of a series, and they are two books that I never thought I would pick up. They're on the library book sale shelf, and also I saw them one day and I didn't get them, and then I saw a video from Kate's Book Date, or Katie Wismer, recommending books she likes based on books she didn't like, and this series was part of it, and it is a paranormal romance series about vampires in the same vein as Twilight, Vampire Academy, and Frostbite by Rochelle Mead. And these books have the most 2000s covers I've ever seen in my whole life. They look so they look like they would be terrible books, but I'm going to trust her recommendation and read them and let you know if they are actually like as terrible as they seem. Next to last book I have is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon, or Sandhya Menon. And this, I got this on my birthday at Barnes & Noble. It was like $6, so thank you Barnes & Noble for having a book on sale that I actually wanted. But yeah, I've had this on my to-read list since last year. I don't know, it's one of those books that's like on a lower tier TBR, and I actually put it on my next 5 books on my TBR video that I uploaded a couple days ago, or last week, I guess, at the time that I'm uploading this probably. But I think this will be a really fun, cute contemporary story. I think it'll be, yeah, I think it'll just be really fun and cute and a fast read. The next book that I got is a book that I have been recommended to by a bunch of different YouTubers per their videos, not through their actual, like, telling me that I need to read them. This book is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, and this book is so pretty. Like, and when the light hits it just right, there's like a rainbow type thing that happens, and it's so beautiful. And also, one of the main reasons why I wanted this, other than the story just sounds really good, is that it has a cover, like the naked cover. It's really beautiful. But the thing is that it was only a first run edition of it, so Amazon wasn't carrying those covers anymore. But I bought this book on Amazon, and let me tell you, Amazon did not disappoint me because it's so beautiful, and I got one of the first run edition naked hardback, so I'm so excited about this. On my mid-year book freakout tag, I said a new release that I haven't read but want to is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, so I'm so excited that I have this book now. I don't have an excuse to not read it now, so after I finish the next 5 books on my TBR from that video that I posted, I will be reading this and also the book Thieves. That was kind of a hodgepodge of different middle grade YA books that I have recently acquired in the past couple months, and also bedtime stories from my childhood. So I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out somehow. I don't know how YouTube's algorithm works. And also subscribe down below if you like my personality and want to keep watching. But anyway, that's it for me today, guys.